Hi everyone, thank you for watching. My name is Blaselda Eval with PlanPilot, and with me today is Alex Whipple of Aon Risk Solutions. How are you doing, Alex?
Good, thanks for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here. Today we'll be discussing cybersecurity, but before we start, why don't you tell us a little about yourself and what you do at Aon?
Of course, so I am a commercial insurance broker for Aon Risk Solutions. Within Aon, I am a member of the Professional Risk Solutions team, which essentially means I focus in cyber risk transfer solutions for my clients.
So could you tell us why cybersecurity is important?
So if you've ever had your personal data compromised, you know how important it is for companies to adequately protect their employee and/or customer information. From a company standpoint, we've also seen an increase in claims and losses, and the cost is rising for those losses. So it's important that they have proper cybersecurity in place to mitigate a loss and protect their bottom line.
Cybersecurity is certainly a topic that plan sponsors should keep in mind. Alex, could you tell us what kind of data is at risk?
Of course. So any kind of personally identifiable information, or what we call PII, and whether that be of an employee or a customer, is at risk. Within that, there's protected health information, or PHI, which tends to be the most valuable on the black market. There's also payment card information and financial information at large. I would say most relevant to plan sponsors is probably the retirement information that they're collecting on customers. This would include things like salaries, social security numbers, etc.
So what is the potential liability for plan sponsors and record keepers?
It's not a clear black or white answer as to who would be responsible in the event of a breach for things like notification costs or defense and damages in the event of a lawsuit. What I can say is that cyber policies are designed to respond to the data owner, whoever is considered the legal data owner, regardless of where that data is stored at the time of the breach. It's also important, with that being said, for our clients and plan sponsors and others to take a look at their contracts between themselves and those companies that also have access to their data to make sure that they're trying to shift that responsibility as much as possible via contractual obligations.
So what are the key questions that a plan sponsor should ask of its service providers, such as record keepers, to determine the adequacy of their cybersecurity protections?
A lot of our clients find it beneficial to categorize their vendors based on amount and type of data that they have access to. And then it's important to take that information, of course, and weigh it with how critical this vendor is to your daily operations. With those two pieces of information, you can then determine if you want to require them to carry cyber insurance and at what limits, and how severely you want to analyze their cybersecurity.
So how can a professional assist in prevention of a cyber attack?
So there's companies like Strauss Friedberg, which is now an Aon company, which focuses on risk mitigation services for their clients. So this would include things like vulnerability testing, tabletop exercises, or even helping you draft up an incident response plan. And then there's brokers like myself at Aon, and we focus, like I mentioned before, on the cyber risk transfer piece of the puzzle. That includes things like manuscripting language, advising on appropriate limits and retentions, and also helping you to determine how and when to report a cyber incident to your insurance carrier.
Thank you again for discussing this very important topic that plan sponsors should really take seriously. Thank you for joining us today.
Sure, thanks for having me.
And if you are interested in learning more about cybersecurity or how PlanPilot can help you, we encourage you to contact us today. Thank you for watching.